Greetings, mortals, I am the Fallen Shogun, and welcome to the Who's That Indie, and probably the beginning of a series, because quite frankly, I want to play this. This is the Dyson Sphere Program. If those who don't know what a Dyson Sphere is what happens when you artificially build planets around an artificial sun, usually wrapped inside a massive metal ball. So we're talking like an entire solar system, artificially built. And that's what we live in. It's pretty major. And this game is what happens when you combine Satisfactory, so it's like third person top down, with Factorio, with Supreme Commander. Yes, it is Factorio with lots of base building and all of those tubes and conveyors and factories. With Satisfactory, it's like third person. With Supreme Commander, because you have massive construction facilities. You have alien invasion fleets. You can move from one planet to another. So I guess it's more planetary annihilation. And as you can see, there are 64 planets I'm starting with. Let's begin. Oh, I'm so excited.
Welcome to the actual universe. You may find it's different from our homeland. Should you be able to adapt to the laws of physics in a short time, I am your advisor and will help you through this mission. Everything here is yours. As one of COSMO and the pioneer of the Dyson Sphere Program, you will explore this cluster step by step. By using the resources here to construct the Dyson Sphere to provide energy for the center brain to maintain homeland, starting from scratch. I have chosen a designated planet for you to start the mission, which has necessary resources for initial development. Now please drive the space capsule to the planet.
Wow, so my initial run, I got two planets or two moons orbiting a gas giant. Looks like got the same, and the gas giant's blue. Look at the planet. So yeah, we are literally building factories on multiple planets.
Now you are about to reach the designated planet.
The game runs like you imagine Factorio and stuff to do. You need iron, you need copper, you have to mine it by clicking on it. We'll show you through that, then I'm going to have to probably skip a bit to grab some resources. Oh, there's nodes. Those grey ones are stone, those blue ones are iron. So blue ones are iron, grey ones are stone, orange ones are copper. Obviously there's other types out there too. Deploy. There's me, Bumblebee.
This is Icarus, a lightweight industrial mecha with powerful functionality. You can use the arrow keys or right-click on the destination to control its movement. In this mission, you will manipulate Icarus to travel beyond the stars and create miracles.
So yeah, you right click on the things you destroy, and obviously there's little nodes of stuff everywhere.
Now try to recycle the space capsule. Right click on it to recycle.
These are just trees and things you can destroy. These are massive nodes of resources. You can upgrade to see how much is in, but each one on average has about, there's 750,000 stone there. There is 500,000 iron there. There's, probably 100, what was that? 1 million coal over there. So obviously you build mines, you can do it yourself, but you can also build mines. It's very much Factorio. So I'm going to have to grab some resources manually.
You can use the same operation to collect resources, such as trees, gravel, etc. In the meantime, hold down Shift and right-click to give a series of commands.
One big difference between this game and Factorio is
click the inventory button in the lower right corner of the
screen
to open the cabin to view them.
Your massive mech, Bumblebee I'm calling it, requires energy. As you can see at the bottom, that's our energy going slowly up and slowly down. You can obviously charge yourself off your own machinery after a while, but you will be needing your own power supply for you to do stuff. Otherwise, your factory does one thing, you do another.
You can hold down mouse middle button drag to rotate the angle of view or slide the mouse wheel to zoom in and out.
Yeah, otherwise you're doing that. As you can see, it's using up my energy. You can...
Yet you have not unlocked the construction menu, which will be done automatically when complete any technology research. Click the technology tree button at the bottom right of the screen to open the technology tree
so you
and
can
activate a research.
Put supplies into your fuel chain, which obviously powers you up faster. There's all sorts of different types. But yeah, this is the research tree. You start off with basic things like learning how to make mining machines. And obviously my favourite, conveyor belts. And in the end, you build the Dyson Sphere and win. Now, it's early access. It's 0.6. There's obviously still a long way to go. That's why we have Accelerant Mark 1, 2 and 2 here coming soon. Yeah, Mark 1, 2 and 2. But yeah, just random click. This is a generator. This is a assembling machine. This is a ray receiver. What is this? Interstellar power transmission. So it can transfer power from one star to another. So yeah, it starts off pretty simple, as you might imagine. Gets slightly more insane. So yeah, we need to research this and begin. Once we've done this, we can start building. So we need to build 10 of these magnetic coils. Now you can build things yourself. And one of the good things is you can also, as you can see here, build them like this. If you don't have the materials for it, it will tell you what you're missing. If you do have the materials, it will queue up all the materials and build them for you, which I like. Like Factorio and things, if you don't have an item, you have to build all the previous items first. This, you can just have it do that, as opposed to just putting it in a machine. So I like that. And we're going to start doing our research. So you can do it from machines, or do it straight from your backpack. Or I guess mech pack? Okay, we have iron. There's copper. There's stone. Stone, there's copper. We have to start setting up factory systems somewhere. This will be interesting. Where am I going to put it? The world is our oyster. Okay, we have mines, we have energy, and we obviously have a Tesla tower to transfer it. So we need to start deploying.
You have created a mining machine to achieve ore collecting automation. Pick it up from the inventory, or select it on Gathering of Construction menu to build it.
Okay. Oh, so yeah, when you go over water, you automatically fly. Okay.
Wind turbine. You have established your first power grid. Not all power facilities has its power supply area. Use the Tesla tower to extend the area of the power grid.
Copper now. Okay. Let's start setting up mining machines. So, the more grids you cover, the more nodes you cover, the faster it mines.
Rotate the mining machine for covering more veins. The more veins covered, the faster the ores will be gathered. If you want to ignore grid snapping, try holding down the shift key.
If you hold down shift, it ignores grid snapping. So you can build it to the grid, or you can build it any way you like. I built this for stone. I didn't need to build this for stone. You have to build another one. What do you need for more of these? So as you can see, this will be why it will take me a while to do anything, because I have to do a little bit by hand at the very beginning. And then we'll get into it. So yeah, give me a little minute to go mine some iron and go mine some copper, and we'll meet back here and put down some mining machines. Okay, so while we're getting power, I also need to set up some of these. So we're going to have to get an energy system. You can't build these too close to each other. Now we will be needing a lot of these, an awful lot of these. So this is going to probably expand and grow really fast. Now there's obviously different types, so you imagine big ones, small ones.
You have done building the first power transmission facility, Tesla Tower.
Yep.
It can carry out short distance wireless power transmission and expand the power supply area of the power grid. Click on it to view the current power grid information.
I need more iron. But yeah, as you can see, we have this stuff marked. You can see what's actually being used by them because it's obviously marked out. These two aren't being used. I could probably move them about to make them a little bit more useful, but I don't really need to. So I'm going to set this up so I get some iron. Of course, you can attach a conveyor to the back to smelt it. Smelt it turns it into bars. I can then send it to the manufacturing stuff for the assemblers, which can turn it to something else. So you can see that it's going to be very much like Factorio. You're going to have thousands of these things. But right now, I need to just quickly set it up. I also need to research that, which means I need to get this set up. I need to make 10 circuits, 10 gears. Once that is done, we can actually get conveyor belts. Until then, everything will be done by hand. Even taking the materials out will be done by hand. Which, is, of course, is an issue. I'm building the wrong ones. And that's how it goes. So I'm going to be very much just standing here taking stuff out. I'm also out of power, because obviously researching and mining uses my own power. And I haven't been cutting down trees. Luckily, I got 5 energy rods from the ship I destroyed. We can build our own ships in the future. Right now, it's going to take a while. Because, of course, we're just waiting for things to build. Let's power this up. And there we go. We now have unlimited iron. And like I say, the more nodes it's touching, the faster it goes. See this? 210 a minute, 180 a minute. Of course, right now, we don't really have anywhere to put it, but we have it set. And let's go and research. What do we need for that? We need 10 of these. And 10 of these. And that's research done. I'll meet you back once we get conveyors, because obviously we need to set up copper too. And once conveyors are set up, we can actually start getting some mining and then manufacturing going on. Until then, this is my life. Okay, research is complete. We now have access to conveyors. Okay, so the first step, of course, conveyors. Conveyors move stuff. We need arms, which just grab things from conveyors and either put them to or from. And of course, we now have our storage chest. So the beginning of our empire is soon.
Belt, which can achieve full automation now. Use the conveyor belt to transport the piled up ores from the mining machine, and the sorter can deliver the ores from the conveyor belt to the smelter for automatic smelting.
We don't have the smelter yet, do we? No. So let's unlock the smelter, and then we can actually begin what we need. So obviously smelting is smelting, we'll be needing more stuff, which means more manual marking, and then of course I need to start setting up what on earth I want to do. Which will be interesting, because I don't know what I'm going to be doing, but I'm going to start setting up smelting here, I think. So let's begin our smelting empire.
When putting a conveyor belt, all you need to do is determine the starting point and the end point of it. In addition, use the up arrow key to lift up one level, and use the down arrow key to drop down one level after the conveyor
I can
belt
lift,
is lifted.
wait, in addition,
Press
use the up key to
reset the
lift?
construction height
What?
of the conveyor belt to the ground.
Wait, I can lift
If you
it?
don't want the conveyor belt to be attached to the building, you can try holding down the shift key.
Wait, can I have the conveyor belt connected? What? I can actually have it go up and down? I did not know this. I did not know this at all. We now need to practice with that. As soon as I grab supplies and stop building, it's going to take a while. Okay, so this here is a smelter.
Which can smelt basic materials, such as iron ingots and copper ingots automatically. While you want to make the raw materials and products get in and out of it autonomously, you need to use sorters and conveyor belts.
Sorters are simple. You click on where you want to go, and you click to that, as you can see, and it makes a little arm.
Between facilities, it will automatically transport them as long as the supply facility and the receiving facility are bridged.
Can I turn this around?
After selecting the recipe, you can use the less than key to copy the
How do I
recipe
shift it?
and the greater than key to paste the next building that needs to set the same
I'm going to
recipe.
forget that. Less than and greater than. So yeah, we're going to start prepping for our smelting duties, which means it's up to here. Then bring it round. How do I connect to this then? I think I built it the wrong way. But yeah, as you can see, this is how it starts working. You start doing this, then you start doing that. And once you start having this set up, you then have a massive smelting capability. It's going to get tough. And right now I only have 3 drones helping me build. So we're going to have to grab more supplies, grab more stuff, and I'll meet you as soon as I start setting things out, I guess, because that's going to take forever. Absolutely forever. What do I need to build? How many of these can I make? 12. Oh, 32. Good. Okay, now I need an awful lot more iron. Yay, iron. Oh, now I'm out of power. Cut down more trees. Need more fuel. And boop. And boop. More of these down. So you can have them connect from any side, like they all go from like 3 slots. You can actually have dozens of connections to these things. Of course, we don't need dozens of connections yet. We might do in the future, but right now we should be okay just preparing a massive, massive empire. What happens when I do this? Does it turn around? No, it literally just becomes a single node, so I have to delete all of this. Yay, I've made a mistake and now it's going to cost me. Yay, cost. Let's destroy that arm as well now. Dagnabbit. Oh no, I don't. Good. So yeah, mistakes are costly. You don't get materials back. Once you've done something, that is now done. So, you know, if you're going to make a mistake, make sure you've got the resources that you can just, you know, rebuild it. Of course, at the early stage, you're going to have very little to do as Bumblebee cuts down trees for fuel, because I'm currently out of fuel again. I'm literally harvesting this entire world to power my generator and also my factory. Oh, it's going to take forever for me to be happy. Okay, also I definitely need to start going research. There's two types of research. There's technologies which are for your factory, and then there's you. I can upgrade my mecha core so I can actually have more energy. I can upgrade universe to actually see what supplies there are. This requires blue research. Do you notice the theme? Do you know any other game just use colour-coded research? Good old Factorio. Crude oil there. Come on, little drones, keep building. Oh, I've run out of energy. Even the drones use energy. Soil pile. Really? Yay! Okay, so we now have power. We now have supplies. We now need to build more power cables. As you can see, it's starting to get there. Let's just get rid of those. And this is how it goes. So obviously, once we're happier, we can be happiest. Right now, of course, I only have one of these actually doing something. Can I actually just do this? I'm curious now. No, it has to be an arm. Okay, shame. So where am I going to send this then? Maybe back the way it came? Actually send it across. So you can just build things. Let's just have it here. For now. And there we go. Right now it's going to have it connected to one of these storage boxes. I don't really know what else to do with it. And then we can start planning things. But yeah, this is the beginning. The beginning of the Dyson Sphere. It's Factorio. You won't probably be seeing the combat version.
Click the planet thumbnail button in the lower left corner of the screen, or press the M key to try the planet view mode.
So actually just have you here for now. Also, you can have it as far away as you like. These arms really reach a lot.
Which can be used to store cargo. You can manually store or use the sorter to automatically stock the cargo.
There we are. Okay, all the resources are being pulled in. So yeah, we can obviously do whatever we like. And now we can look at the planet. Yeah, this is the planet.
In the
one of many.
Mode, you can hold down the middle mouse button, drag.
Look at it.
Rotate the angle of view, and hold down the right mouse button. Drag to roll the angle of view. Press N key to point to the front to the North Pole.
And look at it, that's my base right now. This massive thing I have built is this teeny tiny little bit on the planet.
Slide the mouse wheel to enter the star map.
Look at that. Barely any part is used. So much. And then there's this behind us. And then there's that one over there. There's like just this system alone, I think. Let's see. Look, this is our planet. This is our system of 3 planets here, 2 here, and then we've got 63 other stars. This is the game. Bloody hells, you know? It's going to be a while. Just go up a little bit. But yeah, we need to start working on this, so let's carry on working on this. So what I'd like, of course, is more arms. Then we need to start working on getting more copper. Then we start working on getting things sorted. But yeah, right now, of course, things are a little bit... Because, of course, this isn't set. Let's have you do that. Let's have you do this. Of course, we then need to start sorting them out. We don't really have a system yet for all the exciting things. So we are literally just going to be having all of our iron go this way. Then we can probably have a different set of iron, make metal magnets. But right now, of course, we're just not even affecting this. It's 210 a minute. These are doing 60 a minute each here. This is doing 40. So this is 160 a minute. So we probably have 2 more before it starts having issues. So it's going to take a while. It's going to take an awful long while to even affect this. Let's go and add a few more down. So yeah, I don't know how long this is going to take. Because quite frankly, as you can see, this is a lot going on. An awful lot going on. And I don't think right now, like even just cutting most of it out, or the boring bits of walking around, it's going to be a massively long series. This is a game I've always wanted in my life and didn't even know existed until about a couple of weeks ago, give or take. And now I want it in my life. I really want it in my life. Let's have you do that. Let's have you do that. And you do that. So as you can see, we're making a lot of materials. What are these? Stone, glass, Oh yeah, stone becomes glass in this. Which I think was also the same in Factorio. Just go slightly off by one. It does. Look at that. It's a different grid. The grid actually changes. Look at that. Why does the grid change? Oh, it's because the planet. The grid changes because of the planet. Look at that. Okay, I'm excited now. There's things I haven't even noticed are happening. But yes, it's going to take a while. But you can see where this is going. In the end, you start having spaceships transport resources from one planet to another. You know, a lot of things happen. Okay, let's do this. And you start off very simple. You're building a factory on a planet, and that's it. That's all you're doing. Very Factorio. And then you're building factories on many planets. Probably you're harvesting an entire ecosystem for coal and transporting it to another planet to make fuel. And then you're transporting that energy via radio to somewhere else. It starts off small and really, really, really expands. And all we've got so far is an iron line running. That's it. We're making 4 iron bars and 2 magnets. And that's all we're doing. That's literally all we're doing right now. And we haven't even started on research. In fact, I'd very much like to unlock my mecha core to have more energy. Let's go get some copper. Because I don't have any copper. I have copper now. Now I need trees. Why do I need trees? Because that's what I'm fueling my advanced spaceship with. Trees. We've gone back to coal-powered mechs. We're basically... We've skipped a few generations there and really dropped back down. My gods. But we'll get somewhere. We will definitely get somewhere. We have the copper. We have the iron being produced. Now it's just not looking at things. Because our next stage on the research tree, once this is done, will be... Let's see, where is it? This is research. There's our first level. So one matrix lab produces the blue, and then you can switch it over to using the blue. So like one lab will be feeding into another lab. But we're needing basic assemblies. Once these are done, of course, we can start having resources jump straight into the machines and be automatically built. This is the beginning of full, true automation. And once we get there, then the sky will be the limit. Okay, research is ongoing. We now have access very, very soon to them, and we can start producing items. What can we produce? Well, right now it will probably be the magnetic coil and the gear. Because anything which gets built and doesn't get smelted, we're going to have to build a machine for. So there'll be magnetic coils, gears, and then circuit boards. Which means there will be a mixing of the materials, which I haven't got prepped. So we need coal moving in eventually to machines. We need copper and iron meeting each other. Oh no. Okay, let's work on this then. We need more? What do we need? More iron. Of course we need more iron. Ugh. God, I love how this world looks. It actually looks really beautiful, although I have no idea the size of this, because this grass is massive. Either we're a very small person, or this is a very massive grass. Like, I don't know what the context is. Like, is that a stone? Is this a boulder? What is this? Am I like a tiny guy in the head, or is this literally a suit I'm wearing? I don't know. Questions are being answered by nobody. But let's start getting this copper up and running. And this is how long things take when you run out of power. As you can see, I've got this going on. I thought I'd just quickly show you this. And now we're going to go into actually finishing off. Because look at my speed. I can't go anywhere because I have no energy. This is my life now. As I walk over to that bush over there and that tree, which is going to take about a minute. Do not run out of energy. I mean, you get a little bit back not moving. But I have drones and they're using my energy. Oh, the pain of walking. Oh, the pain of mining things without energy. Oh, energy. Energy, come here. I don't care if it's a little bit, just give me some energy. Oh, there we go. So much better. Okay, back to building. Like, even though I'm not being able to do much, 'cause I'm just watching my drones slowly build. I mean, look at this. I only got 2. I'm not even sure what the third one is. It is a very picturesque scene. Like, obviously, I'm going to get rid of this eventually. But it's a very picturesque scene. This game is very nice to look at. Just very, very peaceful game. I imagine it's going to get very hectic as soon as we get onto the intergalactic scale. Right now, we're just on the continental scale. As you can see, this is my base. It is still nothing. Absolutely nothing. Like, it takes like 3 or 4 seconds to go round and we are just blip. So yeah, it's going to take a while. It's going to take an awful long while. So I may have completely given up on, you know, finishing it off. I've just built up a simple basic one here. We'll finish the rest later. Was that in the wrong place? Oh well. Wait, really? Needs to be further away? Too far? Really? Okay, there's a limit. Okay, I need to move these back. But yeah, I have given up on doing that. So we're going to quickly set up a couple of these quickly. And we're going to talk about what they could do. Obviously, this is very much, for those who know what Factorio and Satisfactory is, very obvious. But for those who don't know what those games are, have never played them, this might be a little bit confusing. Now, like I've said, there are things I can build. This, I can just give a recipe. Like if I want this to build gears, it will build me gears. If I wanted to build circuit boards, it will build me circuit boards, but it needs the materials in it. So I put into here, like, these plates, and then put in a load of copper plates. They'll be pulled in, and they will make circuit boards. And obviously they'll get stored into here. Now, usually you'd have it set up so that... I think a little arm going, probably a second will be good. Usually have it set up so that there's probably 2 massive conveyors going past. And obviously it can then pull resources off of it. But right now, of course, I don't have access to that. But this is what we're getting into. Massive, massive factory floors. Which is going to get there. There we go. Let's put a second one down. There we are. And it's gonna be imagine hundreds of these on one factory. But yeah, this is the game. I'm excited for it. I want to carry on expanding and building. This is going to be a first impression. We'll see what you guys think, of course, and then we'll probably, you know, make a series of it, or maybe I'll do it on the stream. Who the hell knows? But yeah, my base, it's tiny. This is one small chunk of planet in one solar system in one chunk of this star field. This is the game. And it's randomly generated each and every time. So I've been the Fallen Shogun. This has been the Dyson Sphere game. It's out now, early access released yesterday. I recommend it. I recommend it immensely if you can't tell from how excited I am over this game. Either way, cheers for now. Be awesome, be epic, be amazing, and I will, of course, be seeing you next time. Stay safe out there. That's annoying. Oh, this game is so good.